Wetware Media presents The Globalist Papers, a case for political unity. Written by Samuel Avery and narrated by Andrew Mulcare. Copyright 2004 by Samuel Avery. This recording is copyright 2012 by Wetware Media. Part 1. The Inevitable. 1. The Crisis. I will prophesy what everyone already knows. I will foretell what we all see but do not realize. A crisis will come to the world, and all the world will know it at one time. Each will see death in his own heart and in those around him, and will die to what he has been. Each will see the death of the world in his own hand. Death will come in that hour, death and the chance of new life. The old life will pass. I prophesy this because I know that it will happen, today, tomorrow, 50 years from now, or farther into the future. I know it through the sort of prophetic vision one gains by throwing dice repeatedly. It will happen not to fulfill the prophecy, but to reveal in the fullness of time what already is. It is the future built into the present. Everyone knows that it will come, but few allow themselves to realize it. It is time to speak of where we are headed. War is built into the divisions of humanity. It will come in time. A nuclear war among nations will come in time. It is inevitable. Peace in a world of separate sovereign powers is a temporary condition between wars, a temporary balance of national interests that are represented and enforced by military power. It is a peace built on potential war. A nation is powerful in a divided world by virtue of its preparation for war. Its influence is in proportion to its capacity to kill large numbers of people. A sustained balance of power and lasting peace among independent nations is possible only in a world of static power relations, and that is not the world we live in. In the real world, power relations are readjusted periodically through warfare. Nations whose interests are not adequately represented by potential war resort to actual war. This has been true throughout history, and there is nothing different about it now. What is different now is the magnitude of potential violence built into power relations. Nations are able to kill many more people than ever before. Until the middle of the 20th century, the balance of power was adjusted periodically through actualized violence that did not interrupt the continuity of civilization as a whole. War was possible within the context of civilization. Thousands or millions were killed and wounded, thousands of millions robbed and raped and left homeless, whole countries laid waste, but life went on. Millions were not killed, wounded, or left homeless. There were places in the world that were untouched by war and from which civilization could regenerate itself. Political division remains, the balance of power remains, and the need to adjust the balance of power remains. But the earth is no longer large enough for weapons that nations now have, and there will be no recovery from a major adjustment in the international balance of power. We all know this, but we do not yet allow ourselves to realize it. It is not pleasant to think about, and we prefer not to believe that it is true. The first nuclear crisis may not be one of general war among major nuclear powers. More likely, it will arise among smaller nuclear powers or between a nuclear nation and a terrorist group with access to nuclear devices. Nuclear weapons are more available every year to smaller nations and to terrorist or separatist movements within nations. Stateless terror groups operate by the same general principle as nation-states. The ability to kill large numbers of people is the ability to be seen and heard on the international stage. They have learned that it is possible to project power through mass violence without armies or formal weaponry. The potential to create violence commands the attention of adversaries, which is what power is. Nuclear weapons are the greatest source of potential violence and will almost certainly be involved in the coming crisis. The first crisis may or may not destroy civilization, but when it comes, everyone living will see the destruction of...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?